Hey love. So I'm going to give you a short little cheat sheet today on your brain. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I want to explain to you why when we are in fear, we are actually not in action. And I'm going to make a case for you to leap towards positive emotions, and I'm going to tell you why scientifically this is what's best for you, even when shit is hitting the fan and the world is a crazy, wild, wild west of a place where a lot of things are happening that feel beyond our control. So there is a part of our brain called the prefrontal cortex. Boom, it's right here. And the prefrontal cortex really sees things as they are. It's like, here are the facts. You need to lose, if you want to lose weight, then you know what to do. You need to work out. You need to eat less calories. If you want to be healthier, you need to boom, boom, boom. If you want to make more money, you need to X, Y, and Z. It's fact-based and it's not emotional. It's not into the drama of life. So there's another part of our brain called the amygdala. I love that word. So the amygdala is an almond-shaped structure in our brain that actually processes fear, anxiety, and it's what goes into threat response when we feel unsafe. So the reason why being outside of our comfort zone in any way or feeling triggered by something that looks like a past story can have us want to go under the covers, can have us stay stuck, is because the amygdala is going, you're not safe, you're not safe, you're not safe. I need to return to safety, and safety looks like pleasure. That looks like a pleasure response for the amygdala. So, how does this apply to your life right now? Why am I telling you this when the world is wild, wild west, crazy town, so many things happening that feel unsafe and out of our control? Watching the news, getting overwhelmed is going to create a stress response and a threat response in us in the amygdala, that almond-shaped part of our brain that wants to keep you safe. And what can happen then is cortisol, the additional response is cortisol starts interacting with the prefrontal cortex. So when you have the amygdala in threat response and the prefrontal cortex is like, ooh, stress, stress, cortisol, cortisol, guess what happens? Absolutely nothing. You're in overwhelm, you're freaked out. That's when we want to go under the covers. What you need to do chemically is blast your system with dopamine. Dopamine is your friend, especially if you're getting it from positive sources. So the cheap and dirty ways of getting dopamine: food, sex, drugs, alcohol, shopping will give you a cheap and dirty hit. I am right now going to make a case for you to get your dopamine in positive ways. This looks like listening to music, working out, dancing, anything that releases oxytocin, including orgasms, including cuddling, including being around community. These create the feel-good chemicals in feel-good ways. So leap towards dopamine. You can Google, there will be many results that come up, positive ways to create dopamine. There are certain foods that you can eat. So when your body is interacting, when your brain chemistry has high levels of dopamine, especially if they're coming from positive sources, you're going to be tapped into your intuition. You're going to be able to solve problems in a creative way. You're going to be able to come up with solutions that you wouldn't otherwise. When your body is in threat response, you may think that you're speaking from intuition. No. All your body wants to do is get out of threat response and feel safe. And the way we return to safety is often returning to old patterns, old ways of being that are just going to get you old results that you're not really that interested in ultimately. So, knowledge is power. Get those positive sources of dopamine flowing so you can have different results and you can be a creative problem solver. I love you. That's it for today.